If you want to add warmth and beauty to your home, you might want to consider installing hardwood floors. It's a great way to increase the value of your home. And there's many different styles of hardwood flooring you can install. This video will show you how to install an engineered hardwood floor step by step. First things first. If you're laying a hardwood floor, you must prepare the subfloor. Now, if you haven't already done this, watch our videos on prepping subfloors at lowes.com/videos. Also, download the printable instructions for this project. It has a list of materials that you'll need to install your hardwood floor. For our project, we'll need engineered hardwood planks, transitions, and moldings, flooring adhesive, a flooring adhesive trowel, hardwood flooring cleaner, or you might need special wipes, a circular saw or miter saw. A table saw is an option for cutting lengthwise. A dead blow hammer and nylon tapping block. A pry bar and pull bar. Spacers for the expansion gap. A pencil and tape measure. Wood glue. A hammer and nail set. Finish nails for the trim. Safety glasses. A dust mask. Latex or vinyl gloves. And knee pads. Now, if you're not confident installing a hardwood floor yourself, see a Lowe's associate, as Lowe's installs many types of flooring. And also, follow all local building codes. Now, before starting the project, read the manufacturer's instructions. We have a concrete subfloor, so we're using engineered hardwood with a glue-down application. You should plan on this project taking at least 2 days for the actual installation. Now, you can't walk on the floor for 24 hours after it's been glued down, so make sure you leave yourself a way to leave the room without walking on the boards. You may have to finish the last few rows the following day. Bring the hardwood flooring into the room so the boards can acclimate to the room's temperature and humidity for at least 72 hours prior to installation. Also, check the moisture level in the subfloor before installation to make sure your floor is within the manufacturer's recommendations. A very important step is to check all the boards for warping and defects. Place spacers between the floor and all walls for the required manufacturer's expansion gap. Make sure you have the correct trowel for the type of flooring you're using. And remember, always wear safety glasses and vinyl or latex gloves when performing this project. Pour glue out of the bucket, letting a small amount of glue flow out. Use the trowel to cut the glue off. Next, trowel the glue by holding the trowel at a 45-degree angle, using enough pressure to make sure the teeth are in contact with the concrete. Only trowel out enough glue for 2 to 3 rows at a time, since you can't walk on the glue either. Now it's time to lay the planks. Using the straightest boards, lay the first row of flooring along the guide line with the tongue side facing the room. This will serve as a guide to the rest of the room or house. Remember to place spacers between the floor and all walls for the manufacturer-required expansion gap. Now for the next row, fit the groove on the tongue of the first row. Use the rubber mallet and gently tap the tapping block to ensure a tight fit. Now it's important to use a tapping block so you don't damage the tongue and groove system. Place the second row so that the ends are at least 6 inches apart in each row to help strengthen the floor. This will also help give the floor a staggered look. To do this, you may need to cut the first plank. To cut the flooring, lay the plank on its face and cut it with a circular saw or miter saw. Make sure you're using the right blade for sawing flooring. When installing the rest of the floor, mix planks so you don't have patches of similar colors or grains. You might need to work out of more than one box at a time. Repeat the process of spreading and setting planks in glue 2 to 3 rows at a time, staggering the ends at least 6 inches and maintaining the expansion gap around the perimeter of the floor. If you have entry areas or columns, cut the planks to fit. Make sure you clean off excess glue as you go. Some glues require special wipes. When you're near the end of the row, stop and leave enough space so that you can leave the project without walking on the boards. Wait 24 hours and then finish the last few rows. And make sure you put the top back on the glue. For the last row, you might have to cut the pieces to fit. Measure the distance to the wall from the last laid row. Don't measure from the tongue. Subtract the manufacturer's expansion gap and cut the last row. If the width of the last row is less than 1 inch, place a small amount of wood glue on the tongue and glue it to the previous row. To install the last row, fit the boards together using a pry bar and a piece of scrap wood against the wall to protect it. Once the last row is attached, install the transition pieces according to the manufacturer's instructions. When your transitions are in place, remove the spacers and install the baseboards and shoe molding. Attach the trim and shoe molding to the walls, not the floor. And now our floor is finished and you're ready to install your floor. Or if you want to learn about other flooring options, check out our other flooring installation projects at Lowe's.com/videos.